One of the names that comes up time and time again in this draft, and granted there are some question marks, is linebacker Micah Parsons out of Penn State. Do you envision a scenario where he might drop to 17 and get within the Raiders' grasp?
Well, it's interesting. I did a mock draft over the weekend where I was part of a mock draft with the Los Angeles Times, picking for the Raiders at 17. And throughout the course of this practice, I kept checking in. Is Micah Parsons still on the board? Yes. Is Micah Parsons still on the board? Yes. Is Micah Parsons still on the board? Yes. And lo and behold, he was there at number 17. And, I'm not to say that all the beat writers covering the 16 teams drafting ahead of the Raiders, have the exact answer on what their teams are going to do. But they have a pretty good idea. And so he fell to 17 in that scenario. And I've seen some other mock drafts where he falls in that vicinity. There are some red flags. And I think from the Raiders' perspective, given those red flags, they have to determine, are they red flags or yellow flags? And if they're yellow flags that are manageable and they believe that they have the right infrastructure in place from a locker room standpoint to a coaching standpoint to off the field, in that organization to be able to smooth over any rough edges that might be there, then he's the type of defensive game changer that they absolutely need. So if it's a yellow flag, I could see them selecting Micah Parsons. But if it's a glaring red flag, and we aren't privy to all the information, then that's probably somebody that they need to steer clear of.